Welcome to the Titan Center podcast. I'm Tom Bragg, co-host and chief researcher, and our lead host, producer and director is here with us.
Gabe Dutton, and today we are going to be talking about something that just recently happened, Black Friday. Right before we get started, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and follow on all of our social media platforms. Help us grow as much as possible, and let's get this podcast going.
Do you think Black Friday is a scam?
That is the big question for today.
Do you think it's relevant?
No, it is not relevant. And to answer the first question, yes, it is a scam. You know why? Because it is not the same as it was back even 10 years ago or even in the early 2000s.
You know what my biggest disappointment about Black Friday is? I went out today and I went to the supermarket and I went right to the meat counter and nobody had marked the beef down for Black Friday. Nobody.
Okay.
I mean, really, you'd think you could go get 50% off on a nice chuck roast or a T-bone. You think so? No. Black Friday only plays to stuff that stores up, not perishable items. I mean, really, I looked all around. I couldn't find any food marked down for Black Friday. What I did see was a lot of televisions marked down, but they sit around the warehouse. How do they get cheaper sitting there?
You know Black Friday is like, yeah, I guess you could talk about produce, but it's mainly about like electronics, toys, and stuff like that.
That's
like
news to me,
stuff.
man. I thought it was
big stuff.
I thought it was supposed to bring consumers out spending their money.
Yes, that is the point.
I get as excited about a cheap hamburger as some people do about getting some new AirPods.
Okay, I did go to Target today, and they did have a good. Okay, I did say Black Friday is a scam, but they did have a good sale on some AirPods, the brand newest ones. But okay, that's beside the point. But to get back to, is Black Friday a scam? I would say yes. Because to go along with Target, what I just said, there has been stuff going around here recently on a whole bunch of reels on TikTok, Instagram, and stuff. It's getting people talking. And it's showing that Target has been scamming by giving them the false price.
Are you talking about Target stores?
Yes.
Should we even be talking about them on the podcast?
Yes, we should be.
You know what irks me about them? That big red ball that's out there on the sidewalk. Where if you get too close to it with your car when you're in the mall, you'll bend your fender, or you'll get a big red mark on your car.
I haven't seen one in a while. I don't think they even have them anymore.
Well, it's been a while since I've been around there because I've been so traumatized by thinking about the big red ball out there that I probably avoided that end of the mall.
No,
I'll tell you the other thing that I think is a big scam. Books a million. Do you really believe there's a million books in there? I mean, I've gone in there and counted a whole shelf and multiplied by the number of shelves I could count, and close as I could come to. What?
There's thousands of books.
Well, why don't they call it Books 1,000?
Because it doesn't sound good.
And Hobbit Lobby. What's that about? Small people?
Okay. It's called Hobby Lobby, not...
What?
It's called Hobby Lobby.
Oh, baby, I need to get my eyes checked.
Yeah, I think we got
Okay, sorry. Sorry about that one. False alarm. Okay.
But I guess I'll continue what I was saying.
Which was what? What were you saying?
So what people have been showing, what Target's been doing, there was a reel that went around that they had a whole bunch of Christmas trees in the front of the store.
Wait a minute. Do the hand motion again.
There was a whole bunch of trees
in
the front of the store.
Yeah.
And they had them piled up. I guess there was like 10 there, maybe 15. It could be a little less, but they had the original prices on the box, but they put a white sticker over it. And on top of all the boxes, they had a big stand where the price was. And it said like the trees were like, what was it? Like $122. But it said the original price was like, I think around like $155, $160. But then they realized that on all the Christmas tree boxes, they had like this white piece of tape on it over the price, and they started to peel it off. The original price of the tree was $120.
So they marked up the tree instead of down. Well,
to make you think
well,
that you were getting a sale.
Well, the whole thing around the holiday, you get a lot of Christmas tree anxiety going, and you think you're going to be the last one to get one, or they'll sell out before you get them, or you'll get the tree off the bottom, and when you get home and open the box, it'll be mashed out of shape. I mean, there's nothing worse. Back in the day when they had the aluminum trees and you would get one and it would be bent, that was Tragic City, Arizona.
I don't think we ever got an aluminum tree. But
well, it was back in the day. They used to have this light that had this filter that went around, red, green, blue, white, and the filter would roll around in front of the light, and you had an aluminum tree, and it looked like the tree was changing colors because it reflected light, right? That was a big deal. That was hot stuff in the 60s.
Okay, I guess I will agree with you on that. But
we didn't have a Black Friday then.
What? When was this?
I don't remember when Black Friday happened. Do you? Was it in your lifetime?
Yes, it would happen.
Hey, let me talk to somebody. Let me talk to somebody off camera a minute.
We have a special person down there working on some of our information.
Backstage, we have a host of people, and if they can't do it for us, AI will. And by the way,
true.
By the way, my oldest son is flipping out over AI, but I'll tell you why.
That is true.
He thinks it's watching him, but I'm going to talk to y'all right now, very frankly, about privacy. Do you believe that your television can watch you? You're watching the podcast right now. What if I'm looking at you? What if I say to you, you should have wiped your face after you ate. You've got food on your mouth.
We're getting way off topic.
You know your computer can watch you. I keep a police.
Hey, we're stopping. We're getting way off topic again. We don't need to talk about somebody eating food then wiping their face.
Wipe your face.
Yes, please do that. Yes, washing your face.
Or don't sit so close to the screen.
I'm trying to piggyback.
You were going to talk about the card market.
Yeah, I can go into that. To continue on Black Friday though, there was other videos that are going around like Best Buy workers showing that when Black Friday started, obviously it was yesterday, that there was like nobody in the store. They had, and I saw in the videos, they had TVs like in huge groups, like all throughout the store. They had electronics everywhere. They had like, because it's an electronic store, but they had all different types everywhere, big bunches of stuff. And it was like in the morning and then throughout the day, there was like nobody in there. Now, granted, yes, you'll have customers, but like you would think in the mornings, as soon as they open, there would be tons and tons of people. But there was nobody there.
Did the video have credibility?
Yes.
I mean, they could have taken the video, it'd be a snapshot that happened at that moment, and then come back and never come back and just.
I think I could go. I think I could go.
I mean, we don't really know that really happened.
I think I could. I think he probably.
You need two sources to verify something like that.
I think it probably did, because the way that Best Buy, now it wasn't here, but the way that Best Buy was laid out was different from the one we have here in town. Like, because yes, you have TVs.
Do you even know it was a Best Buy?
It's pretty obvious, and I think the people in the video were wearing blue shirts.
Well, maybe.
Yes, they were wearing their iconic blue shirts.
You're sure it wasn't like photoshopped or something?
No, that's a picture, not a video.
I just don't want to be slamming Best Buy because guess what? They fixed my computer more than a couple of times. You know how I am, keep holding onto a computer and making it last.
Yes, I do know that. He has a computer back from the 1920s, and that thing is somehow still running. But to piggy off on this, though, is Black Friday still the same, though? That's the big question. And going along with, is it a scam? I think it is, because all the stores now, they're just raising the prices to the original point, and they're making you think that you are getting a discount, but none of the stores. It's not. I don't even think it's inflation.
You think there is
wait. Let me get this.
Okay, get to it.
I don't even think it's inflation. I think it is all the companies and the corporations that are being greedy.
I've never heard of anything like that in my life.
Because it's not the same. Black Friday.
You think it's all a big conspiracy?
It's not a conspiracy theory.
Well, if they're all working together to fix prices, that's a conspiracy.
No, they're not all working together. The companies can choose their own prices on their stuff. They're just all doing the same thing. They're not.
They're doing it at the same time too.
duh.
I mean, that's why I think it's
Black
all a
Friday.
big conspiracy. Do you think all the same people sit on the board of directors of all these different retailers and they say, okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to train all our employees all year on how to fix everything on Black Friday. And anybody that doesn't go along, fire them and hire some more. You think they really do that?
No, I do not.
Well, then
Maybe you have your conspiracy theory, but I don't think that's true.
But you think they're scamming people?
Yes, I do actually, and I think prices are too extreme. And to piggy off on prices being too extreme, let's go over into the card market. This is trading cards and any of that type of stuff. And I said before we started recording, I know you don't really know really much about it. That is one of my big hobbies. I
have a question. I have a question to ask you.
What?
I've got a whole deck of cards right here.
Okay.
52 plus 2 jokers, 54 cards, plus a little instruction card that tells you how to play Go Fish. Now, when you get this, you only pay about, 79 cents, and I've got the jumbo print so us older folks can read it. We only pay about 79 cents for 54 cards. So, hey, we don't pay very much for a single card. How much do you pay for a card?
Well, that is not trading cards. That is a card game.
They're different. They've got different numbers, different symbols on them. When you get a trading card, no two are alike. One of them's this and one of them's this. In fact, when they print money and you think all the $1 bills are alike, if you really squint at it, they've got different serial numbers. So that's a different dollar bill. Does it make it worth more than the other one, or are they all the same? What I'm saying is the trading card industry is like this.
No, it is not like this. That is playing cards that has no correlation with that whatsoever.
It doesn't.
No, it does not.
Well,
like I said, I know you don't know much about it, but I will inform you. I will inform you, and then you can give your takes on it.
Well, okay. I admit my ignorance. Go on. Lay it out for me.
Okay. But
bring it home.
Pokemon card market, that is one of the big cards that I do collect. Now, there's other ones like you got sports cards, you got Magic the Gathering cards, just any type of trading cards or any collectibles and stuff like that. Originally, so a couple years ago, in 2021, it's been for even in 2022, you were able to go into a store, and every time the shelves would be full, completely full. And the prices would be at retail price or even sometimes even below. But now, you are not even able to find one thing there anymore at the stores. Like literally today, like I said earlier in the podcast, I went to Target because I had to get a couple of things. There was nothing on the shelves. Even not just the Pokemon trading cards, like sports cards were all out.
You know what's happening, don't you? Don't you realize what's happening?
Scalping.
Card scalpers.
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 That's exactly what it's going to get to. And it has made the card market explode.
Do you think if I cornered the market on playing cards, I could get any price for them?
Maybe if you bought all of them in all the stores in the entire United States, maybe. But you would be spending millions of dollars.
I've been thinking about perhaps I could go out early some morning here and go around to the newsstands and get all the local newspapers and hold on to them till the price went up, because people would be desperate to know.
Nobody uses newspapers anymore.
What?
No.
Okay, go back to the card thing. I'm confused.
Let me get back to that. But so now it is extremely hard to get anything, and the prices have been getting extreme. Like they are literally 2 to 3, even probably 4 times the price.
4 times. So what would be give me an example of an original price.
So there's a thing called a ETB. Those originally cost is like $40. If you get lucky enough, you can even find them a little bit cheaper back then. They were even dropping prices even more because they had such a overhaul of items, because now the market right now is in a high. Now it is not crashing. Things are starting to correct a little bit, but you were able to go in and find.
Let me ask you a question.
Anything you wanted.
Let me ask you a question. When you go into the card shop, if it's got the card, you can see the card through a plastic, right?
No.
You can't see it?
No. This is called cardboard gambling. I call it cardboard gambling. You do get an adrenaline rush from this.
Have you ever tried this one? Get the box, lay it all out, take pictures, and try to sell the pictures?
That's people on Facebook Marketplace, by the way. They just go to the stores and they literally do that. So
Really?
to get onto that statement.
Wow,
so,
maybe I'm moving forward in time.
Yes, you are. You're catching on real quick. So you can't find anything at the stores now. The prices are extreme. People are wanting to get it, and it is literally grown adults, grown men, probably their 40s and 50s, maybe younger, 20s, 30s, doesn't matter. Grown men don't have a job.
Women don't do cards?
They're with them. There could be some, but no, it's mainly grown men that don't have a job. They find the time because the
card collectors are unemployed people?
Could be, yeah. And probably most likely all the scalpers are because they use their credit cards and then they sell it, like I said, on Facebook
don't you think?
Marketplace.
Let's talk about unemployed. If they do that for a livelihood, that's their job.
They're going on the high market. They all came. A lot of them came from the sneaker market because the sneaker market right now has crashed.
Did it catch you, man, with a bunch of sneakers on your wall? Because I always thought you kind of hoarded them.
Yes, I do sneaker. I love collecting, so I do have a sneaker collection. I have sold a lot of my pairs, but I'm trying to get back into collecting.
Do you ever take pictures of them and sell the pictures?
No. Why would I sell pictures?
Well, if they do it with cards.
No.
Facebook Marketplace.
No, absolutely.
I'm going to sell you a picture of a Nike.
You can look it up online. Go to Google and just look at Nike. There you go. You get a picture of a shoe or the brand.
Okay, you're off target here. Go back to the cards.
But, okay. But every time when a store restocks, there's always a giant line of people, and they're immediately sold out within the first 5 minutes.
The cards?
Yeah, everything. It doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't even sometimes have to be cards. It's just any like collectible stuff that is in such a hype period right now, which it is, that everything is gone. Most of the time, it's not even people opening up this stuff. It is literally, you can find the person getting the items and selling it directly on Facebook Marketplace or anywhere else that you can sell on eBay for 2 to 3, 4x the price. So like an ETB, like I said, is like originally $40. That's a really, really good price. They could be selling it for $100 to $150.
How long does a card last?
As long as you keep it really good condition.
Somebody scalps a card. They
Forever.
get 4 times the price for it. Now that person holding that card, they paid 4 times its worth. But they've got that card forever and ever. Does it ever increase in value?
Yes. So that's a little bit different because.
Well, don't you think like ticket scalpers take a huge chance when they buy a ticket because once the concert or the theater show's gone, they're stuck with the ticket that can no longer be used?
Well, you just wasted money at that point. You wasted money.
So I would say a ticket scalper is probably the most noble and riskiest of all entrepreneurs.
It's just scalpers. You can't find product anymore, and the only time you can get it is that you're paying over MSRP on it, and nobody wants to do that.
Let me ask you another question about scalpers. You're headed for your favorite concert. I don't know who that might be, but you're headed there, and
I don't think.
And here you see 3 people trying to sell you a ticket there. Now, one of them saying this and this and this.
That's illegal.
What do you notice about them?
It's illegal.
Do you notice their clothing?
That is.
Do you go to the best dressed one?
That is
do you go to the one that's wearing designer shoes? Do you have preferences on what they look like and how they present themselves?
That is illegal. You cannot do that.
You can't judge. You can't prejudge a scalper when you see them.
You can't sell tickets outside the venue.
Well, they do.
You can't do that. That is illegal.
They do it.
Until they get caught, then they get taken to prison.
I'm not worried about if they get caught. When you see different scalpers, what is the first thing you notice about? What makes you say, I'm going to buy a ticket from this guy, not this one, or this gal?
I don't want to buy them from them in general.
Do you ever see a scalper there and you
say,
"You're bringing me down, man"? You ever do that one?
No, because they all use their credit cards and then they try to sell it. But then they realize that, oh, shoot, I made a giant mistake, and they try to return everything or try to sell off everything for the price they got it. Because they're all using their credit cards.
Oh.
Most of them.
You know, they might be using somebody else's credit card.
Well, it could be, that could be true. The one example, okay, there's a good example I can tell you. There was a very viral clip that went around. This is at a Walmart. And The person is checking out. I'm guessing it's just with his girlfriend or wife. I don't know. He has connections to this manager, and there is now limits at all the stores now that you can buy of this product, of the trading card. It doesn't matter the trading cards. It doesn't matter the set or anything. There's
like you can get 5 rolls of paper towels, and there's a limit.
Yeah, like they put a limit. Yes, just say it was like.
But
that,
maybe the manager lets you buy 6.
But no, okay. He has connections with the manager. Nobody else was allowed. So they just restocked. It's called 10. So the new set came out and it was called, you can get a 10 and it comes with like a pack of 8 and there's like 2 packs in each 10, but you're only allowed, there was like a limit of 1 or 2. I think it was a limit of 1. This person was not, the one recording was not allowed to get one. The person checking out was spending thousands of dollars. They just restocked in the store. They were dolling the aisles of the product to the front register. He had 2 giant aisles of everything that was just put out for one person. He was not opening that. He was selling it. And the person trying the recording, he wasn't the only one. There was people watching. That's called
arbitrage. They buy stuff that's out of date or discontinued, and then they sell it back on eBay.
No, it's not. It just released.
Because I have a certain pattern of dishes, and I broke a bowl.
Oh my god!
And I tried to get a bowl online, and I could not believe how much they wanted for one of those simple blue bowls.
No, that is not. No, it's not arbitrage.
It's not.
No, I just said that it was brand new. They just released it. They just stocked that item.
Do you think if I knew one of those managers, I could get a good deal on beef? I'm not asking you to name names. Just give me their initials.
I don't know where this was located.
Okay.
But it went mega
viral. Wait a minute. Is this urban myth? Is this fake news?
No, this is not fake news. This went mega viral.
There
was a whole bunch of people recording. Everybody was watching. They carted 2 giant stands of product in 2 aisles worth of product to the front register. Nobody else was allowed to get them.
Did anybody ever get?
And the manager and the workers literally told the guy he just wanted one product. He was buying hundreds worth.
How did they stop him?
The managers told the guy recording, other people recording, say, you're not allowed to do that. But the guy at the register was buying everything. The receipt was this long. No, longer. Spending thousands of dollars. Like I said, he literally has connections. But that is my perfect example of scalping. You can't find any more product anymore. Everything is above MSRP. What that means, like $50 billion above regular retail price.
So okay, let me ask you.
It's just really annoying.
I have a question. If Monday's trash day,
okay,
and I go down the street and I look in everybody's trash can and I find great big long receipts, then maybe that's a clue they're a scalper.
Not necessarily. Maybe
they bought thousands of something.
Okay, well, thousands of something. Okay, well, maybe. Then that's a good possibility, but not even if you.
If I find that, I'm going to turn their trash can over. Ha
ha. Okay, you're gonna go report them.
No, not if I turn the can over. That's a crime in itself.
Yeah, I know it is.
In fact, folks, I wouldn't really do that. Don't turn anybody's trash can over. It's disrespectful, and it tears at the fabric of society.
That's basically my just gripe, because Black Friday, scalping, just everything correlation comes together is money. So it all comes down to money.
If scalpers break the law and there's a law against it, what do you think is a suitable punishment?
I don't know if you can get really punished like the law.
Well, there's got to be.
You can get banned from the store.
There's got to be a consequence for bad behavior.
Trespassing, and you can get banned from the store.
Really?
That's a pretty good punishment.
I remember one time when my son Sam was little, they banned him from Golden Corral because he kept filling his plate up and dropping it. His picture was in the lobby of the Golden Corral. Don't let this kid in. Sam, if you're watching this podcast, whatsoever. I want you to just think about that big pile of shrimp that you got and didn't eat.
That was 30 years ago, maybe even more.
Maybe not.
Maybe even more, but...
It might have been last week.
That was not last week.
Yeah.
I don't think
Sam and I went last week. His picture was.
Oh my gosh! I know for a fact you did not go to a Golden Corral last
Okay,
week.
you can edit this out. Don't worry about it.
No, I think we'll leave this in because
I'm sorry, Sam. I made you look worse than you were. I mean, you couldn't help it. You were hungry. Your eyes were bigger than your stomach.
I'm just
the
gonna
shrimp
stop.
looked crispy. I apologize.
Stop.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Don't write me off.
This has been our thoughts on Black Friday scalpers, but everything had correlation with money, and it's just Black Friday is not the same.
I hope this has been informative and you know so much. So much more
No,
now.
I don't
So
think
much
y'all-
more now
don't
than
think
you
y'all
knew
learned
before.
anything.
Thank you. I must tell you, my producer director is a genius on topical material like this.
Yes, I am pretty smart.
Yeah, and
Yeah, that's right.
Sometimes he's not the smartest guy in the room, but he's still pretty smart.
Okay, well, we're gonna end off on that. We're gonna end off on that note. But
See you soon.
thank y'all so much.
In
for
fact, I may
watching.
see you now if I'm looking at you through your television.
Oh my. Okay.
Wash your face.
Oh my gosh. Thank y'all so much for watching. We will see y'all next time.
Next time.